Here we go. I'm Jay Ramey, and I'm here with Kendre Harrison, five-star tight end, number 11 recruit on the ESPN 300 for football. He's the Oregon Ducks football and basketball commit, and he's
Yes,
a
sir.
three-time state champion with the Reidsville Rams, two times in basketball, one time in football. So just an all-around great athlete. So Kendre, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're in the comments, if you want to put anything in there to ask Kendre, I'll ask him within reason. And go ahead and like this, share this, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, Substack, whatever you're listening on. Thank you so much. So, Kendre, we're going to talk a little bit about football first. It's kind of what you're more well known for, and that's the season coming up. So how did you start playing football? What's your first football memory?
Um, my first football memory, I'll probably say getting ran over by my friend in rec league.
How old were
But
you?
I want to say we was in the third grade. Yeah,
Okay.
man, it was bad.
Was that when you first played, or had you been playing before that?
Yeah, I was playing before that. I was probably say I was playing since like five, maybe six. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So going into middle school, what did your football kind of trajectory look like? Did you think you'd be in a big spot like this or no?
Nah, man. I honestly, I was just playing. My sixth grade we couldn't play for the middle school, so my seventh and eighth grade year, I was playing right tackle. So
Okay.
yeah, it was. I kind of wanted to give up. I was like, man, this ain't for me, bro. Like, I got basketball. Like, I'm done with this.
So you were playing right tackle, and then you head into high school. Is that when you started playing tight end full
Yeah,
time?
so summer going into ninth grade is when I started like playing tight end.
Okay. So summer ninth grade, you're going. So when you're going to Reidsville, are you one of those who's like, okay, I'm gonna be part of Reidsville football. I'm gonna get my ring there. Or are you?
Yeah.
So you were one of those who you had high expectations for the team, but you weren't necessarily as locked in for football as you were for
Yeah, like
basketball.
man, we're really known for kind of winning. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm finna just ride the sideline to a ring. I ain't gotta do nothing. And then it's just like everything changed, man.
When did it all change?
I'll probably say I got my first offer like June 22nd or 25th, something like that, going into my ninth grade year. So I'll probably say after my Penn State offer, when I got the Oregon offer for like I think Oregon was like my fifth offer, I knew it was like I got a chance to do like something crazy now. And then my performances started like going up. I'm like, oh yeah, like it's getting real. Like
Okay. Okay. So you weren't in the lab since you were in second grade. This kind of just kind of happened organically. All
yeah,
right.
it's like it happened overnight, honestly, man.
Okay. Well, that's very interesting. I
Yeah,
didn't expect that. So let's talk a little bit about basketball. You've won two state championships there, and you mentioned something about basketball earlier.
yeah.
So how did you start playing basketball? When was that?
Man, my family is a basketball family. So like I grew up playing basketball. My big brother was a basketball player. My dad was a basketball player. My uncle, he played at NC State. Like I just basketball everywhere.
Okay. Okay. So heading into middle school, that was kind of more of your main focus than football. Football was your
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was ready to just play basketball. I didn't really want to play football. I like going into ninth grade, I told everybody I wasn't even gonna play football at all.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So so you're heading into ninth grade. If I could magically transport myself back in time 3 years ago and talk to ninth grade or heading into ninth grade Kendre, and I tell him that you've lost one time and that you've won two state championships, would he be shocked?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. He'd probably look at you crazy. He probably trying to do like TikToks and stuff. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. He wouldn't know what to think, what to say or none.
So your expectations weren't, oh, we're winning every game. It was just, I'm gonna work on myself, perfect my craft, and see where this takes me.
Back then?
Yeah.
Oh nah, back then, bro, I was just like, man, it is what it is. Like, I'm with my friends, it's whatever.
Okay. Okay. So I feel like he would probably be shocked about the broken backboards,
Oh
though.
yeah,
Would he be
he'd be
shocked about that?
overly shocked, bro. I'm still shocked to myself.
So I was gonna ask you, what is your initial reaction the first time it happens? When that happens in a game, Everybody else is freaking out, but I'm
Yeah,
sitting here over here thinking, I'm like, what do you think in that situation of I just broke a backboard?
man. So we was playing. It was a heated game. It was a rivalry game against Moorhead, and we up by I want to say 20 fourth quarter, like 4 minutes left or 2 minutes left, something like that. And we all just getting dunks. Me, my friend Al, like J9, we all just dunking. And then shoot, Deontay got the ball in the inbound. He threw it to me. I dunked it, and when it like, I thought I was just gonna like swing on the rim, just regular dunk, and then just like I watched it just fall down, bro. So then I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, first thing I was like, oh, I got to just like run to the crowd and get hyped. Like, I got to gain some type of aura from this.
So what do you feel like when you go home after that? Like how do you recover from doing that? What's the next day at school like? What is
Man,
everything you're going viral? What is that like?
I ain't gonna lie. When I got my first thing, the thing when I got in the locker room, get on my phone. I was on my phone all night. And then when I got to school next day, everybody like, "Yo, you broke the rib. How you do it?" I'm feeling like the man. And then my Instagram going crazy, bro. It was crazy.
So you mentioned the Reidsville fans at your school, but
Yeah,
I'm noticing some fans of you at other schools. I was covering the conference championship game. We were going to interview you after the game, and it took a while to get the interview going because there were so many fans that were clearly not Reidsville fans taking pictures with you. And another time something like this happened, but it was way worse. I think it was homecoming, kind of chaotic. Coach Ross is taking pictures with fans, and usually before a game, if we're going to ask for an interview, we tell them, "Hey, we want to interview you after the game. You can run up to the bleachers, or we'll come down and remind you." And a lot of the
yeah,
time, one of us takes off the headset, another one of us just kind of talks about the game, random stuff, and waits for the person to run down, grab the interview.
yeah.
Well, so I'm Jonathan Hatley, the guy I commentate with. I see him take off his headset and run down there without me even saying anything, and I'm like, oh yes, he's going to ask for an interview. And I was kind of shocked, and I was happy. So I tell the fans, I'm like, oh, he's gonna grab an interview for us. Jason Ross is going to come up here, Coach Ross, and we're going to interview him. No, I look down there, and I had to commentate this happening. I look down there and Hatley has his son with his arm around you taking a picture, and I'm like, okay, this has gotten out of hand. So, so what is your reaction to all of these fans? Is it crazy to you?
Man, like we was talking about myself from years ago. Like it's crazy to me still. I just thank God every day for it. Honestly, man, it's unbelievable on like the love and support that I get from people. And like if people, everybody knows, like if you ask me for a picture, I will never say no. Like unless it's like I'm really tired after a game, I probably will never say no to somebody, man. So I'm just take everyone and just I love, man. I love it, man.
Do you deal with any negativity?
Yeah, I get a lot of negativity. So I probably say a year ago, I like changed my settings on like all my social media to like certain people can't contact me.
Okay, okay.
So
So
I
you've
haven't
taken
even, yeah. But I watch like I ain't gonna lie, like when people like comment negativity or like put negativity on some like website or something, I love to look at it. So
Does
it's
it
just
fuel
like,
you? Does it fuel
yeah,
you, or does
kind
it
of.
make you worse, or is that kind of in your head before a game? Oh, I'm gonna go prove the doubters wrong.
Yeah, I probably say I'll go prove them wrong. And it kind of makes me laugh, get a good laugh out of it because they be like, I can't do certain stuff. So it's just like.
A year ago, you transferred to Providence Day. Is that when the negativity started to ramp up, or was it just kind of just all the
Um,
time? People are randomly.
yeah, I'll probably say really when I first started like blowing up like sophomore year, I really got like a lot of negativity. Like freshman year, nobody really said anything because it's like a eye opener season. And but when I got to Providence Day, I probably say a lot of people did hate. I got a lot of negativity, but when I moved back, I really got way more.
So walk me through your decision to come back to Reidsville, because it was like, I mean, I was surprised they didn't have a parade on South Scale Street, but walk me through that decision. I'm gonna come back home to Reidsville.
Honestly, man, it was just like it wasn't even a thought of decision. It was like an overnight decision. Um, I was like a lot went through my mind, and it was just like, should I go play with my friends or like should I stay here and like really trust the process with everything that they're like putting me through? And yeah, man, it was just like let me just go have fun, I guess.
Okay, so it wasn't like oh I've got to. It wasn't like 3 weeks of restless nights. Oh, I got to get back to Reidsville. It was, man, I just want to play with my friends, and it seemed to work
Yeah,
out. You win that ring in basketball, go
yeah, man, that's
undefeated
really
again.
what it was. Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about your college recruitment because if I scroll through your Twitter, it's like the top football schools just up and down the list. How many offers did you end up getting for football, and how many for
Ooh.
basketball?
Oh man, I want to say I got 41 or 42 football offers, and I think I got like 10 basketball offers.
So it took him a long time to answer, which shows the volume of the number of teams that were contacting him. So was it always I want to play football and basketball, and that's kind of how you narrowed it down, or were you going school by school and kind of going from there?
Yeah, man. Honestly, at first I was like, I'm just gonna do football. And I was like, basketball, getting recruited in basketball so hard, like it's never gonna happen. Like I'm seeing all my friends that just play basketball get basketball offers. I'm like, dang man, like I'm happy for them, but I wish it was me too. And I probably say, who was the first one? Oh, Texas A&M. Texas A&M really like showed me that I could like play basketball, and people started offering me, man. And I looked at it differently, and I was like, yeah, I gotta play both because I'm trying to do something special. So it's like for me to do something special, I gotta do a special thing. So
So it kind of narrowed it down to those schools that had offered you for both.
yes, sir.
Was it really hard to make that decision, or was Oregon always in the back of your mind? I kind of want to go
Um,
there.
okay, so I would probably say my top three was Oregon, obviously. Miami and Penn State. And I'm about to say I took that last visit to Penn State for the whiteout game. And I was like, I was like, I don't really want to take this visit. Like, I'm locked in with Oregon. Like, I don't want nothing to change my mind. And I ain't gonna lie, it was like right there. But I was like, I feel like Oregon's like the best decision. So, and then ever since then, ever since November 30th, man, it's just been like family. We just got so much closer,
You've been all in with Oregon ever since then. So
man.
you
Ever
seem to
since
be
then.
you're a big Reidsville guy. Are you kind of is there any nervousness around going 3,000 miles away almost to Oregon, or is it kind of excitement for the new opportunity?
Well, at first, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of nervous. I was scared because like everybody told me it's nothing to do with Oregon. Like the weather's like terrible. And it's just terrible outside of like sports. So I was like, I don't even want to go visit out there. But I took that chance last summer and went to visit, and it just felt like unreal. Like everything about Eugene is like crazy, man.
Okay, so it was kind of the city, you loved it, defied your expectations, and that's why you chose Oregon.
Yes, sir.
What is Dan Lanning like? You seem to like him a lot.
He's a down to earth type of guy, man. I like his background story. You know how he really came from nothing, and it kind of reminds me of me. You know, I came from nothing, small town. Family not having a lot, and just being in the space that I am now, and having the opportunity to provide for my family and an environment like Oregon is unreal.
Yeah, he seems to be a down to earth guy. I saw
Yeah,
one of his former PE students that came and taking a picture with him at a game, and that
yeah.
kind of shows his character. So lastly, and we'll let you go. What are kind of the minor tweaks? Because there's nothing, no major holes that like, oh, Kendre's got to do this or he's not going to succeed. What are just the minor things, the little things you're trying to work on for football and then basketball as you head into your final year here at Reidsville?
Football, I'll probably say just my blocking. It's probably clear to everybody. I can block, but you don't really see a lot of me blocking because I don't really. But yeah, I got to improve my blocking. Just having the will to block, and in basketball, just my perimeter shot. Not you don't really see me shoot a lot. I mean, it's not like I can't. I feel like I can well enough, but just I have to display that more. But I'll probably say overall though, my leadership, going into my senior year, before senior year, I got to like, hide behind the seniors and not really have to play that leadership role. I just got to go out there and play and, just be the spotlight guy. But now, senior year, I gotta really show leadership and put my team on my back. So that's the main thing right there is leadership.
So you're up for the task. You've got the
Yeah,
goals. Kendre Harrison, he's thought about this a lot. Thank you so much, Kendre. We're about to let you go. So Kendre's going to Oregon. We're rooting for you
sir.
there, and we're rooting for you in this final season at Reidsville. Thank you guys so much for listening in, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Substack. If there's anyone else you want us to interview, go ahead and message RoCo Radio on Facebook. For now, thank you so much for listening in.
Sir.
Thank you, Kendre.